Okay, welcome back to episode 47 of the Jimmy Muitt Challenge. We are into the season review. Now, obviously, if you followed the stream, I was absolutely buzzing with the amount of people that we got to watch that. I know it might not sound amazing to everybody else, but to me, the fact that the number of people who took the time out to actually get involved was pretty amazing. I thank you so much. Getting into it, it came down to the final game of the season, due to the fact that if you watch the stream, you're just saying we were in horrendous form. So we streamed the last 10 games. So we started off with a draw against Fleetwood, 1-1. Lost away to Scunthorpe, who were in the bottom 3 or 4 at the time. Drew against Gillingham. Drew against MK Dons, huge last minute equaliser from John Warwick. Lost 3-1 against Portsmouth. Jimmy got an assist in that game. Lost 1-1-0 against Warsaw. Then on the Tuesday night away to Salford, lost 2-1. Beat AFC Wimbledon 4-3 in an absolute classic, and then it went down to the last 2 games of the season. So Sheffield Wednesday were chasing us down. We got a 1-1 draw against Chesterfield, which gave us about 8 days left, and in the last game of the season, Jimmy Muitt stepped up, scored a penalty to set us off. They then equalised, we scored again, then they equalised again. So that means, drum roll please, we did finish top of the league by a point, and goal difference, but by a point, which is obviously not as comfortable as we would have liked it to be at all. Having a look at the stats people got, Gary Maydeen, 17 goals. So Jimmy got into double figures again. That was good. Charlie McCann now. Charlie McCann, we were desperate to try and sign him. Unfortunately, at the time, we didn't have the finances to do so. His stats are unbelievable for such a young player. And he's now joining Sporting Kansas City on a free transfer. So that's really disappointing. He's been on loan with us for 3 seasons now. Obviously, this is our only season we've been there, but put up some amazing stats there. So really disappointed with that. We'll have to find a way to replace those goals and assists. Rory Holden got 6 and 4 assists. Ferrand got 6 with 1 assist. Anthony did okay. And then that's the rest of them. Dan Butler, looking at assists. Both our fullbacks in double figures, which is brilliant. We play them attacking. But Dan Butler with 14, he takes set pieces as well. Teddy Howe, who we've managed to keep hold of. Average rating wise, look at that. Charlie McCann, way out in front. I'm so disappointed we couldn't quite do enough to keep him. And Ferran behind him. So, moving on to the rest of the promotion pack. Obviously, Sheffield Wednesday got promoted alongside us. Automatically, and the playoffs, I believe, are still going ahead. So there are a number of players that we're interested in. So Jimmy again got double figures, which we're really pleased with. That's another tick in the box, which you'll see at the end. Trophy in the box, and he got a couple of assists. So I'd like to see him get more assists, especially playing that wing position. Budget-wise, 3.8 million for the championship with a 90k wage bill, and we're only currently spending 70. So that's really good. Although our transfer revenue has been decreased to 60%, so that'll be a bit of a struggle. What I think we need, obviously, it's based around Jimmy. Really, is the most important thing. But what I think we need, having a look. So I think we need a player to replace the goals and the assists from Charlie McCann. We need a dominating centre-back because Nathan Baker should be moving on. Yeah, he's moving on. I think we need a backup full-back because we only really have Dan Butler who can play left-back. I'd really like to try and re-sign Marlon Edwards, who I think we might even be able to buy him because he's a fantastic player. Needs to work on his aggression, gets too many yellow cards. Now, do we need a goalkeeper? Potentially so. So that's something that we'll look into in the summer. Going to keep most of those players that we've got there. And then the only other one was, should we be looking to bring John Warwick back on loan? They paid 500k for him, and he's really not worth that. Look, in all the time he's been here, he's got 3 goals, 3 assists, 1 player of the match. That's it. So I think we've done quite well to get the money for him, to be honest. We were only meant to reach the playoffs. We got automatic promotion as champions, so that was really good to see. And as you can see in the trophy pick, this is Jimmy Muitt lifting the trophy. As you can see, lifting the trophy nice and high above his head, with all the rest of the lads celebrating in tow. I really do want to really thank everyone. More people have got involved in this series since it started. Obviously, it's begun to snowball a little bit, which is fantastic. I'm really loving all the support and advice that I've been getting from people. We will have a look around the rest of the leagues just before we go. So into the Championship. They're still playing their semi-finals at the moment, but automatically Sheffield United and Newcastle went up. The playoffs are Watford, Blackburn, Sunderland and West Brom. Relegated from that division are Wigan, Doncaster and Colchester. Premier League, I'm going to go and try and raid those teams and try and take their players. Arsenal, wow. Tom Hart, if you're watching this, Arsenal have won the Premier League for the first time in a long time, managed by Arteta. Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea make up the top 4. Everton, Man United, Tottenham, 5th to 7th. Relegated was Swansea, Bristol City, and Crystal Palace. So I think it's been an average season for Jimmy individually. It's probably the first time that we've had a better season collectively than we have by himself. He did get into double figures again, so that's brilliant. And let's have a look at York. I really hope York managed to stay up. How did they get on with their new manager? Does it want to show me? York finished bottom. Isaac Hutchinson as one of their best players. Let's have a look stat-wise. That's really disappointing. You never want to see a former team get relegated. I'm guessing it was Isaac. That was Harvey Bradbury. So he came into really good form after we left. Isaac's down there. They obviously just didn't score enough goals. York bottom considerably as well. What's that? 15 points. So bottom by 15. And Lincoln, Scunthorpe, Shrewsbury all go down. So the next episode, I won't bother doing a transfer special or anything like that, because obviously it's specifically for Jimmy Muitt. What I will do is I'll come back when we're ready for the first game of the season. Remember to like, subscribe, share it as much as you can. Let's try and get this to as many people. Dorking Wanderers supporters group have seen it, which is fantastic. And we will see you in the next episode.